Hello and welcome to another Spirit Island video. Today I'm going to be playing the TTS Weekly Challenge on Very Hard, which is Lure of the Deep Wilderness versus HME 5. Not HME 6. I started playing this as HME 6. That's not correct. But with an extra board. So this is basically the 68 spirit game, except with one spirit. So this time I will do the setup correctly, where apparently on the extra board you skip even the initial explorer, which I didn't do the last time that I played extra board in single player. But yeah, apparently it's slightly easier than I thought. So Wetlands Explore. And since this is only HME 5, we only single explore. So let's see. Oh, another thing to note. How lure works is apparently if you have a presence in it, let's say there's 3 explorers in the sands, right? And sands, this presence, even though lure's a special rule says like you get to ignore explorers, like 2 explorers for each presence, it was actually eroded to be a do not participate in ravage instead of an ignore, which means that you cannot cause a mining land to not be a mining land. So this will still make a build card ravage, and this will still match salt deposits on the ravage card, which is interesting. But you will still ignore 2 explorers during the ravage. So like if it's 3 explorers, this 1 explorer will then not blight. So it's still powerful. It's just like doesn't change the quality of the land. Okay, so let's see, what's our plan? This turn, these 2 are building, this is building, so we only need to worry about this mountain unpocketing. I think, in general, I enjoy playing Softly Beckon this turn. I think I can get a bunch of stuff into here, perhaps. Let's see. I definitely want to grow from bottom. I like growing from bottom. And I can place something that looks like this. If I take 2 energy, I could also instead play something that looks like this. I think it depends on what my card draft is also. I could choose to draft a card instead of playing Softly Beckon. But let's see, what does my plan want to be? So nothing's ravaging this turn, but I will have 3 places to deal with next turn on ravage. I want to like clear this out probably, so I want to set up for a Swallowed by the Wilderness here, ideally. I can ignore this ravage somewhat with this explorer. I can clear this land actually just by being in it, placing a beast there from perils. So I just put a beast here from perils to kill the 2 explorers, and then use my left innate to get 2 more explorers into this jungle, which seems somewhat strong. I can also, this land I might like find a draft for, so I think it's actually fine to not play Softly Beckon this turn, so I will gain a minor. Bats is interesting. Yeah, Bats is certainly interesting because it has that moon air. I think I prefer moon plant personally, but but moon air is still good. I could play it over perils. I think I do really want to play this turn. I think there's also rights, which is fairly strong, just like being a build skip. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to take rights because it's a build skip against HME. And in fact, I'm probably supposed to play rights this turn. So that would look like this. Yeah, so I think, so the reason why I want to do this is because if I play it like this turn, I can build skip this, which also lets me skip the mining boom build, which is especially important because like if I have to mining boom, then I'll build a town, right? Like from regular build. Then I have to mining boom here, which will build and then upgrade. Oh, actually, sorry. What am I saying? I said I would skip the initial explorer, but I forgot to skip the initial explorer. That doesn't actually have an explorer. Okay, so I could still write here, certainly, and that would solve that. But I don't have to anymore. And I think, in fact, I don't want to. So I think I'm back to this plan. Okay. So we skip that. We have no fast things. We build and build like this. And then our explorer is jungles. Okay, now this one will have our extra board. So it will look like this. Okay, so let's see. We want two perils in order to add a Badlands here, and then add a beast here. Then we can use our right innate to kill those two explorers in order to gain a fear, and we can use our left innate in order to drag this town into here as two more explorers, and that does not get us a fear. And Gift of the Untamed Wilds, finally, can put a wild here, and that will prep for some swallowed there. Oh, I could actually also, instead of putting the beast here, I could put the beast here instead, in order to be able to kill both buildings here. Oh, also I forgot to mining boom. God damn it. I'm really bad at this. Let's see. Okay, let's roll back a bit. So this was the state. I definitely would mining boom here. Okay, yeah, that's just not the question, because I don't want to mining boom somewhere with buildings or disease, and that's like the unique place. Anyways, so going back again. Let's see. This is definitely where the Gift of Untamed Wilds is. The only question is, like, am I actually putting this beast here? I think so, maybe. And then I'm turning this town into two explorers, which does make this presence placement feel silly. That was probably a mistake, but I think since this came up, I want to actually deal with it now instead of later. Like, because this is going to be one of the few times where there's 4 things there. Yeah. Okay, so time passes. We can take a bit of light, it's fine. My default here is to play these two with a moon. I think that tends to be pretty good. So this will fail to build, and then they'll mining boom, which is annoying. I can on slow get stuff into here. I can't really do much about it on fast. I could also write this theoretically instead of playing softly back in. So that would look something like this. But I think again, I care more about solving the extra board. So I think I'm not going to do that. I think this looks good to me. And the question is, so this is going to deal 5 damage. And then on slow, I would have to forgo my left innate in order to clean the explorers. How valuable is cleaning the explorers? That's pretty valuable. Oh, I guess I can just grow into it, and that solves it, because it ignores all the explorers. So yeah, I think I don't need to clean the explorers this turn. I can save that for a future turn. Yeah. Then I'm putting my presence here in order to like maybe gather the towns out of here, though it's not clear that I want to do that. Okay, so I get 2 swallowed here, which will deal 4 damage, 5 because of Badlands, plus 2 fear, and everything else is on slow. Okay, event. Invested aristocracy. Okay. So that will add a town here, which is unfortunate. And then prey on the heedless. Ooh, okay, so that kills this, and then deals 1 damage here, which is okay, I guess. And coming of age, Dahan to a land with 2 or more Dahan. I think I want this one to be here, and this one can be on the coast. Okay. I'm going to put this next to the Ravage card so I don't forget. Each player removes an explorer town from land with disease. That's perfect. That means we don't have to mining boom here this turn. There will be a town here, but there won't be an explorer to mining boom. So we ravage, which will add a blight here, killing our presence, and I think we probably want to upgrade town to city. I think that's no, maybe not. I think explorer to town is actually better, just slightly. It's weird because it kind of depends, like, are we going to softly beckon this into here? I guess that's, like, not clear. I think, oh, also this is our best mining boom, so I think instead of wanting there to be town, we want there to be city explorer, and then we can mining boom here to build 2 towns, and that's fine. Okay, so we ravaged everywhere, and that will invest the aristocracy into just that sands. Yes. And then we will build our jungles, which doesn't do anything here, and here it will add a town, and here it will eat the disease, and then we'll mining boom, which wants to look like this on this board and fails on the other board. Okay, and then our explore is mountains. Okay, so explore like that, explore here and here. Okay, so let's see. I think what I want to do is I want my left innate to take this town and turn it into 2 explorers here. Oh, I don't get a fear from that, right? Because there's no things there. And what that means is that this will ravage instead of building, and that will only deal 1 damage, which isn't enough to do anything. Okay, and then softly beckon can come. I think this is just the best place for it, which is funny. But I can take town, explore, Dahan. And then I could just reclaim next turn instead of growing. That might be the play. I reclaim instead of growing and deal 4 damage here with swallowed again. Is that the play? I'm not convinced. These explorers were here and here. There's just, actually no, I just, whoops. I can just put everything into here. That's also a solution. Yeah, that seems okay. Just slightly awkward positioning. So my goal is I want to stop this. That's one of my goals. So that really needs me to do that. And then if I'm already doing that, I feel like I just might as well gather these in. What can I stop building next turn? I could theoretically stop this from building. I could grow plus gain a power card. I could also just stop this from building, though. But I really want to stop this from building because I think I want a mining boom here also instead of mining booming here. kind of weird though. I think I'm just letting this blight and die. I think. Yeah, I just don't know exactly what my plan is if I like gather these, and I do need to grow at some point. I guess I could play Rights and Swallowed. It's not even the worst turn, but it's also not exciting. Might be what it might just be what I need to do though. Okay, so just take these 4, these 2, put them all in here. Also these. Oh, yeah. And then these explorers will be ignored by my presence, and everything else will be killed. Well, not the Dahan. Importantly, I think this is just the play, even though it's kind of weird. Okay, so we get to reclaim, and I want to play Swallowed, and I want to play. I could play Softly Beckon again, but no, I wanted to play Rights. Oh wait, no, I can't play Rights if I reclaim because I need a second presence. Huh. Maybe this will be fine to let that mining boom. In which case, I probably want to play Softly Beckon again in order to get these and the random explorers. Yeah, I think I just want to pseudo reclaim loop this for a bit. And then I probably want, let's see, probably want to get 2 energy and a moon here. Okay, so Swallowed, I get 2 fear, I do 5 damage, which is actually 6 because Badlands, and that's everything on fast. But wounded lands attract explorers on each board. Add a explorer to a land with blight. Oh, that's unfortunate. That causes this to blight. Ooh, that's not good. Okay. On each board, push up to 2 explorers or 1 town from land with beasts. So I could push these. I don't think I want to. I think those are perfectly fine where they are. I could like mining boom this again as well. Raiding and Retaliation is good because it prevents this blight. But that's all that it does. I don't see. Yeah, I don't see a way that I want to use the beast push, so I think that's all that's happening. Event. Push 1 explorer or town from land with Badlands, Wilds, or Dahan on each board. So I can push this here. That's pretty good to get rid of this. Unfortunately, this is still blighting. Unfortunate. And then it's blighting and then mining booming, which is funny. Do I have to? Yes, I have to. Push an explorer. Okay, so I guess that means I have to push this explorer. There's no other explorer that fits the criteria. So sure, I can push that into here generically. So I think I'm going to mining boom here again on this board. Okay. So Jungle's Ravage. This gets ignored. Mountains build, which looks like this, and then my presence gets destroyed here because of the event. Unfortunate. And then this upgrades, and then we mining boom, which uniquely does this. I think it's fine to have the mining boom do that. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's like a bit sketchy, but like I think I do want to put the explorer here. And over here, the mining boom goes into here. Okay, and finally, our explorer is mountain escalate. Oh, okay. It's no longer fine. So mountains, this doesn't explore, and then we escalate, which is explore like this and this. Yeah, so this is now a loss condition threat, which we don't actually have a way to deal with, which is funny. But let's see, explore here looks like this. And our extra explorers can go, what, here and here? Next turn is salt deposits explore. Okay, so on this board, we want to softly beckon this way, like this. Get these two into here. I don't think we want the more Dahan. Yeah, and I think we want to keep these here so that so that when the salt explores, it doesn't build. And so that like solves this board roughly, which is nice. But it's the other board that I'm worried about now by a lot, because we also don't have range to this board because our presence got destroyed. Oh my god, that was very unfortunate. Yeah, and we have no way to make either of any of our powers fast, and rights doesn't help here, so we like basically need to go digging for like a major could do it, even like we have 5 energy to play the major, so like we just need to go digging for a major here. Yeah, maybe I could have played it less close to the edge, but I think I like my decisions generically. It just got pretty unlucky from both the explorer and the event. So I'm going to use my left innate in order to get a fear and replace a town with 2 explorers. I think the explorers just go in here. I could theoretically put an explorer in here to prevent a single explorer, but the explorers here are a lot easier to kill because there's so many things stacked up in there. Once I get my right innate, I can kill like 10 explorers in there, which is funny. Okay, so well, let's gain a major and hope for something fast, I guess. Swallowed doesn't do it. That does it. Talons also does it. Oh no, Talons doesn't do it because we don't have the energy. But Sleep and Never Waken certainly does it. Great. It also has very good elements, which is nice. So we want to play Sleep. Let's see. So we gain a power card. We need to be in a Sands, which is funny. But we can accomplish that pretty easily. Yeah, we can't Threshold Sleep this turn, even if like we just don't have the cards that do that. So I think I'm playing this. Either Gift or Perils, one of the two. I guess I could consider playing Rights. Is there a good Rights? I don't think so, right? Yeah, no, there's this will be a concern next turn as well. Funnily enough. We can also, the Sleep also lets us skip the Mining Boom here, which is nice. Yeah, it's close between Gift and Perils, mostly because like, mostly just because Perils costs 1, so I'm not sure I want to play it this turn cycle. I also need to forget a card, so that is interesting as well. Pushing this into here, unfortunately, does not do any amount of counterattacking. Yeah, ideally I would want to be able to get my right innate off this turn, but it doesn't seem like that will be the case. So I think it's Perils to set up a kill zone here as well. I'm not certain. I think next turn theoretically I can like draft a card and then play 3. Depends on whether I need to sleep next turn. So, because like this is going to get 2 Blight, but yeah, no, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Oh, the problem is that this land is actually not within 2 of any sands I can be in. It's within 2 of the coastal sands, but I can't be on the coast. So that's funny. So this land cannot be targeted by sleep. So next turn I might need to get back softly back in. What am I forgetting? I guess rights? No. Maybe, there's no way I can forget softly back in, right? I want to forget a card from discard so I can play 3 next turn, theoretically. But it's kind of hard to do that because of this land. Is there any way I can forget Swallowed? No, my kill boxes are too good to forget Swallowed, I think. So I'm gonna forget softly back in and hope that doesn't come back to bite me. Okay. Oh, I need to actually implement sleep, which is 1 fear, kill 2 explorers, and skip that. Okay. Event. Investigation of dangers. Okay. So this goes here, and this can go here. Seems fine. Prey on the unwary. That's funny. 3 explorers will die here, which is actually pretty nice. Rouse the spirits. We do not have. Oh, we have 2 Dahan among our lands. Oh, I guess that was a reason to gather Dahan into here because of Dahan events. I just didn't want more Dahan in here. They're just not useful, which is why I didn't. Anyways, so Mountains will ravage, which is just this, and then Mountains will ravage again, which is just that. Sorry, well, Mountains will build, but it doesn't have a difference. So that happens. Then we will Mining Boom, which I believe wants to go here. For that, and for here, I think we want to Mining Boom into this land. Oh, actually, no, we can Mining Boom into this land, right? Because it's skipped, so it only upgrades, it doesn't build. Yep. And then our Explore is Salt Deposits. And that will explore everywhere that isn't a mining land. Except for this one, because this is actually pocketed. And then over here, we explore like this. Thankfully, this Ravage will take care of that, which is nice. Okay. Then let's see. So we get to do Perils, which will add a Badlands here and a Beast here, I think. I would rather it be the other way around, but I don't have a choice. Maybe a Beast here, actually. Yeah, I think that seems better to me. Like, gamble on some Beast events. And then we get our Leftinate, which can target this. I think this is the most fitting place to use our Leftinate, which will get us another Fear and 2 Explorers in this land. That's our turn. Okay, let's look at another miner, I believe. So rights can probably solve something somewhere, like this maybe. This is currently mostly fine. Yeah. We will have some problems on the Salt Ravage turn, but that's for later. Let's look at a miner. Ooh, Entrancing Apparitions can be somewhat nice. Ideally, we want. I think we just want to take Shadows here because it gives us our right innate. And also it lets us like push stuff out of this perhaps, which is nice. Or actually out of here is, no, that's not going to be relevant. Yeah, just out of this. Okay, so yeah, this gives us our right innate, which is pretty important here, I think. So we get to write, we write what? This? Oh, I guess if we write there, we need to make a sacred site. So shadows is slightly less effective. You could write here, maybe, like this. And then use shadows to, like, clear this. But like, we want these towns here, is the problem. Oh, we can just write here. This is actually a better write anyways. So we can write on this coastal sands, which is nice. And then we don't get any fear from it, because why would we? Anyways, but rising interest for player aided by air. This is interesting. I don't want to forget gift, and I don't want to forget any cards, is the thing. I could return an invader card, but that seems a bit sketchy, to say the least. So let's see, we're gonna get, on each board, add a beast to a jungle without blight, 1 fear if invaders are present. So probably here and here. So that's 2 fear. And added wilds to a land with Dahan. So I want that in here to prevent the empty land from exploring in here, because that's going to be empty as well. Add a town. How bad is add a town to a land without 1 also? It's like not amazing. It like, oh, I guess it's pretty free actually on these 2 explorer lands. I guess I can put it here, but that is, which isn't great, but like is okay. How would I pay for this? Thing is, I really want Swallowed next turn to deal with this jungle. And I really want Sleep as well. Like, okay, next turn I want my turn to look like what? Oh, I guess I could have my turn look like this. This would allow me to Threshold Sleep. No, that's not as good as playing Swallowed even. Like, the Thresholded Sleep is mostly irrelevant, because I'm already Lure. Whoops, there goes my ready token. So I was playing this turn. These are my discard. Yeah, it's tough, because like if I give up this, then I give up both my innates, which is also bad, because I was gonna like do this and like manipulate some mining lands on slow. So I think I just can't pay for this, which kind of sucks. But this will get removed from the game. And we add a town to a land without 1. So that's completely free here, for example, because this is already going to, this would have built and now it doesn't build. And then over here, we can actually just add this here. Because this isn't going to build anyways. We can like mining boom it also. So yeah, I think that's what we do. Okay. Each player removes an explorer or a town from a land with beasts. So this solves some problems. I think this one is the best one, because this one I can push. This one has a disease. This like is dealt with by Swallowed. Yeah, definitely this one then. Okay. So mountains will ravage, which do this. We are, in fact, lighting. Technically, the upgrade doesn't happen until after this flips. Power corrodes, that's very whatever. This is going to blight as well, which I think will turn this into a city. Okay, then salts will build, so this fails to build. Oh, sorry, this ravaged. This will build. Then over here, this will build, this will disease, this will build. I think that's everything on this board. And then we mining boom. On this board, I choose this land, which will just do this. And on this board, I can, let's see, where do I want a mining boom? Probably here, actually. It's like one that doesn't really increase problems that much, unless jungles explores. Okay, and then our explore is sands with escalation. Okay, so this will explore, which is slightly unfortunate, but I can still solve that, that's fine. This will explore, and then, okay, then these two will explore, and then we need to pick some non-sands to explore. I think this is the time to take advantage of our wilds, so I'm going to, so this one is a very obvious explore, it doesn't do anything. Similarly, over here, I can explore here, and this won't do anything because I have a sacred site here. Though I guess power corrodes is a concern. I think it'll be fine. And then we need one more explorer on each board, so probably just going to be the two mountains with wilds. Okay, and then Shadows of the Burning Forest. I'll get 2 fear, and I can push these. I think I'm going to push them into here, just like slightly better place. I can, let's see. Yeah, I think that's the best place to push them. My right innate can get 1 fear for killing these 4. And, oh, actually, before I do that, I can first add a wilds here, and then I can use my left innate for 1 fear to grab this town and turn it into 2 explorers, which solves this land, and then I can kill 2 more explorers. So the left innate is 1 more fear, and the 2 more explorers is actually 1 more fear because I destroyed 6 explorers. So now this land is looking good. So this board, actually only my wetlands and my sands on my coasts are ravaging, and the sands, like, aren't completely defended, but they're not completely undefended, you know? Yeah. I have a lot of places with 2, though. On this board, I have a few more problems, though. This one is fine, this is gonna get solved by Swallowed, and maybe I can, like, use sleep to solve something. Time passes. Okay. So we're going to reclaim. And let's see. I want to play these 2. Sleep can solve this, probably. Or maybe this. I don't know. One of those 2. I think I don't have enough. I don't quite have enough energy to gain a major, so I might want to just take a minor. I don't think. Yeah, I haven't gained the energy, so technically I am at 6 energy, so I could afford a very cheap major. Let's see. I have 7 blight. This is going to be slightly hard, certainly. I need to deal with this. I need to find a way to deal with this as well. So, like, maybe the answer is I do take a major here, just to, like, set up for next turn dealing with that. Ooh, like Pent-Up, for example. I could play Pent-Up this turn instead of whatever I was going to play, like Sleep. That seems very... Pent-Up seems like... Well, I'm obviously taking Pent-Up. There's, like, no question whether or not I'm taking Pent-Up. It's just a question of, like, what's my plan this turn then? Like, I could play these 3. I could play these 3, right? Yeah. I could play these 3, theoretically. That doesn't threshold Pent-Up, though. I kind of want to threshold Pent-Up, so... Let's see. How much blight am I taking this turn if I do this? I also need to forget a card. But I'm probably going to forget what? Rights. Like, Rights doesn't seem like it's that good here. Like, everything else has better elements or, like, better positioned. So I can pent up in order to deal with this, and then pent up again next turn to deal with it again. So on this board, I would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blight. It's a lot of blight. And then on this board, I would take 1, 2 blight, which would in fact kill me, assuming nothing else happened. The problem is, like, it's really hard to solve this land except by penting it up twice. In fact, I guess penting it up once kind of solves it. Only kind of. We can also, like, theoretically, we're going to see 2 fear cards here, so, like, we can gamble as well. And I might want to do that. Like, okay, so this will deal 2 fear, and, like, I think that is, like, a very efficient way to solve a blight. So, like, I think there's, like, basically no question that I'm playing Swallowed. And it's also a good elements to threshold pent up. The problem is, like, there's, like, nowhere else to pent up this turn, unfortunately. So I think I do in fact have to do this plan. So each of these is on one of the invaders. Because, like, this pent up is just, like, very good at eventually solving this is the problem. Yeah, that one thing that happened here was really bad. I can gift on slow, which doesn't really solve much. I just don't see what else I'm doing. I just, like, any Dahan defend also helps a lot here and here, theoretically. I just don't think there's anything more I can do. Oh, I guess I could play rights instead of this. Wait a sec. What happens if I play rights instead? That would let me push 2 Dahan here, which would prevent it from double blighting. I guess that's, like, reasonable. So I don't forget rights. I play rights. It costs 1. It lets me push these 2 Dahan here. Yeah, I guess that's reasonable. That gives me a reasonable chance. Okay, sure. I mean, I'm even just, like, not dead on board. And I think I'm supposed to forget Shadows, because Sleep does actually do something next turn. Oh no, but Shadows I can't play next turn. Sorry, Perils I can't play next turn because, like, if I'm going to 4 plays and getting a card, then I'll only have 3 energy, which Sleep. Okay, yeah. So I should instead forget Perils, not Shadows. Great. Now that that's sorted, let's see our event. Oh, sorry. Blighted Island effect first. Kill this presence. We are local diaspora in the single land with the most invaders. I believe that's 4. Yeah, I believe the single land with the most invaders is, like, one of the lands with 4 invaders, which is actually quite good here because we can go 1, 2, Wow, this is like one of the few times local diaspora is good, because I can just clear this land now, so that saves 2 blight, basically. And also, this didn't contribute to blight, though it's like slightly scary next turn, and like this, neither of these two contributed to blight either. This is like slightly more built up, but it's ultimately fine. Each beast generates a fear, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this prowls into here, I guess. Forsake the barren land doesn't do anything anywhere, looks like. Okay. Now we have 3 Terra 2s, which is actually pretty nice. Each player moves an explorer town from a coastal land. This means that it also doesn't build, which is nice. This is similar. This one's better. This one's like a lot better because wait, no, then it doesn't ravage either. So it is so, huh. This one actually solves the problem for next turn. This one doesn't. This one, all of this does is save 2 Dahan and prevent a blight, whereas this one means that this land won't do anything next turn. So I think this one is the correct choice. I could also try to soften this up and like make it not ravage, but I don't believe in that, I think. Each player removes an explorer town from a land with presence. That, I guess. I wish we got more each board things, you know? Each player chooses a different land with Dahan, 1 damage per Dahan there. Ooh, nice. Okay, so now we can solve this blight, and I think that's better than solving this. Just slightly. Yep. Great. Oh, and we get another fear probe from that, which is nice. Each land defend with Dahan, defend 1 plus 1 additional defend 1 per Dahan. Great. That actually helps. It doesn't help here though, so this will blight. So we're ravaging salts. So this and this, which does not blight, which is nice. And over here, 4 explorers are ignored, 2 explorers are ignored. This gets diseased, and this will blight. So we ended up only blighting twice, which is nice. I think this wants to be a town. Then we have to mining boom on each board. Oh, sorry, no. We first build our sands, which just looks like this, and nothing here. Great. So a mining boom on each board. I think... So, like, this is 50-50 to come up, so this mining boom is like 50-50 to add a mining land, so I think that's bad. I could just do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like another threat next turn, though, which is awkward. What am I doing on this board? I guess I can mining boom like this. Yeah, this is pretty safe, because I can almost certainly stop it next turn with... I can almost certainly stop it with a combination of my innates and such. So that's a pretty safe mining boom. And then the question is, like, where's the other mining boom going? It could just be this land, but then I'm going to get into an awkward position again. So this one I can actually skip. I think it's this land. I think I'm just like not going to solve this land anytime soon, so I might as well mining boom there. Okay, our explorer is mountain jungle. So wilds and then mountain like this. Okay, so I do need to pent up calamity here, basically, is what that means there. And over here, mountain jungle looks like this, which also isn't great, but what can you do? This is the point where I like wish I didn't forget softly beckon, but to be fair, my other cards have been doing things too. So let's see. Now I have my 2 innates, so I can yoink a town and also kill some explorers. I think next turn my plan is Am I just reclaim looping at this point? Reclaim looping, pent up, sleep, and something else? Can I reclaim loop the swallowed as well? So I pent up here, I sleep like this maybe, or this. So let's see. All right, so I'm definitely penting up here, and I definitely want to sleep something, I think, which like might be this. Though that one has Dahan, so is like easier to affect. Which I guess it might be this then, to prevent it from getting out of hand. This can be dealt with swallowed. This doesn't matter. It just like generates a stack of fear, I guess. So I guess I could just gather this town this way and kill a bunch of explorers, or like replace the town that way and kill a bunch of explorers with my left and right innates. There's like not that many other places where it helps. I guess this one is better, probably. I turn this town into 2 explorers here and get a fear for killing both the explorers. Oh, I don't even need to kill the explorers here if I want to do it somewhere else, but I don't want to do it somewhere else. I just want to do it here. Okay. Yeah. I think. How much blight am I taking? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or no, 6. Theoretically, but I'll have a stack of fear cards again. And this time I think they're terror 3s. I'm pretty sure I can get 9 fear this turn. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just reclaim loop here. Like, I think I really need the pent up. Definitely. So I need to reclaim. And I need to play these 2, definitely. And this solves a blight, so it's pretty good. And then I need to take... Oh, I don't have the energy to do this, though. Just barely. So I can't play Swallowed. But, like, I am taking the 2 energy, so I can, like, for example, take an air here in order to threshold stuff. Oh, the pent-up is not threshold. Pent-up doesn't need to be thresholded. Pent-up really doesn't need to be thresholded. All I care about is getting my innates, I guess. Okay, then in that case, if I'm not playing Swallowed, so this looked like this. I guess I need to deal with this instead. Yeah, because like, if I don't deal with this, it's going to ravage twice. So I can deal with that just by gathering this and then killing the 3 explorers like that. And this one is on Dahan anyways, it might get solved magically. I think this is my plan. Okay, so pent up, I remove 3 strife, which will deal 9 damage, which kills everything. Right, yep, and then 3 fear. And then sleep and never waken, I can skip this because it's the least likely to get solved naturally. So that's 1 fear like that. And then, 3 fear because I'm removing 6 explorers. And then this is on slow and won't do that much. I can kill this to power corrodes. And yeah, I guess it's everything. Oh, also I got an additional fear because I didn't get a fear from dragging this town, but if I drag from here, then I get a fear. So yeah. Okay. Hard-working settlers. I guess we need to remove a card. I think that's actually good for us. So we remove one card. Ravage card skipped to one matching land on each board. That's actually pretty good. And one fear per player. And then beasts are bad lands, sure. We skip the next normal explore, but still reveal a card. That's pretty good as well. Each player removes an explorer town from any land. Okay, so Ravage. This is Ravage card skipped up to one matching land. So notably, this Ravage wouldn't be skipped, for example. So I think I want to preserve my Dahan. Yeah, if I remove this, I can skip this so that this isn't a lost condition threat. And then on this board, this can Ravage and die. I can skip this so it's not a lost condition threat. And this can Ravage and get counterattacked. Maybe it's better to remove this so that actually counterattacks. Well, no, I think this is better. Okay, so sands. So first salt deposits Ravage. So on this board, we choose one of these two to skip. I think it's close. I think we skip this one. So this will cause this to upgrade like this. Oops. And then over here, we can choose this one. And then this will blight. I think we're going down to one blight. Okay, and then, okay, that's our Ravage. Then we skip this Ravage for the sands. So that's our Salt Ravage and our Sands Ravage. Then our Mountain Jungle will build. So that looks like build, Ravage again here, which will upgrade this. This gets skipped. And yeah, okay, so that's this board. And then on this board, this will Ravage, which will kill 2 Dahan, add a blight, and then this gets counterattacked. This will build, which looks like this. And this will build, which looks like this. Okay, I think that is everything. We somehow survived that. To be fair, if we got Dahan defend, like enough Dahan defend, that also would have helped. And also, if our fear cards weren't nerfed by being each player instead of each board, that would have helped. But anyways, so now we need to Mining Boom on each board. I think on this board it's this. And I just plan to prevent the loss condition by, no, it's not, no, I can't do that. That's really bad. So I need to Mining Boom here, I think. And then on this board, I want to Mining Boom here, definitely. There's like just no question. And then we skip the explore. That is jungle wetland. Okay. Jungles are scary. Okay, so I want to keep stuff in here for pent up purposes. I can pent up for 12 damage, which is It's currently at 7, so I want to use my left innate in order to replace a city, which will be this one, so I don't lose to lost condition. Whoops. So that city becomes 3 explorers here, which will just die on slow. So, and I'll get a fear for that as well. And I think I can just win with fear here because Shadows gives me 2 fear. I can then also kill like 3 explorers here for a fear with my right innate. And time passes, and I can reclaim, gaining an energy. I can gain 2 energy. I can play Pent Up, this, and this. Oh, I don't have any sacred sites anymore. Whoops. Is this enough? I think it might be close. So Pent Up is going to do 4 fear and then kill all of this. Right, yeah. Removing these 4. And I just need 1 more fear. No, I just need 2 more fear. 2 more fear is more difficult. I only had 5 energy, so I can't have played Sleep. I can play this, but I don't have a sacred site to target it from. We can just hope to get 2 fear also, I guess. There's no way I could have like mining boomed in a way that like added more stuff here, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, this will do 2 fear, certainly. Wait, actually, this was city, town, town with 4 tokens. 5. So I guess I could do 5 damage there and like Pent Up here. That doesn't really help though, no. Yeah, it really doesn't help. Yeah, I'm just like a bit of energy off, or like having this be useful off. Well, I think that's the best I can do here. So I definitely need the energy to play Pent Up. Or sorry, yeah, I definitely need the energy to play Pent Up. I definitely need to reclaim so I can play Pent Up. So I think that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to destroy this and see if we get any fear. Like, any 2 fear wins this game. Xenophobia, whatever. 2 fear per land with... Nice. We get 2 fear from that. Great. That was very close. I probably could have played that better. I'm not as familiar with Lure, though. So yeah, that was just a close game. Sometimes you just have to gamble. I think I got pretty unlucky with this Mountains pretty early. Like, just that extra damage. I was relying on, you know, in these high difficulty games, you kind of need to play on the edge sometimes. And I was relying on, you know, having this only deal 1 damage, but then it killed my presence, and that made me have targeting issues. That also made this lost condition threat that I had to deal with. It was a whole mess, but thankfully we got like enough. We got strong cards with Sleep and with Pent Up, and that helped carry the game. And At Their Gates, Demanding Redress was our win. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.